Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation. So remember, guys, if you want your question to be answered, guaranteed to be answered, make sure that you click the link below and send a donation, and your question will be answered, okay? Because, again, I get a lot of emails, and I don't get to all of them. So if you want to make sure your question gets answered, make sure you send that donation. All right. So this question, I actually talked about this a little bit in another video I did, but this guy, he said, so not too long ago, a woman who I do volunteer work with told me she met her husband by chance. My question for today is, do you believe it is possible for guys to meet women who may eventually become their future wives or girlfriends anywhere by chance? Example, by complete fate or by being in the right place at the right time. All right, so this is what you got to understand about this. Basically, strangers, meet by chance. You understand? Like, you're going to meet people, and there's no plan that you were going to meet this person you didn't know, and you just met them. But see, the thing is that, when people talk about this type of thing where, it was fate, it was the moon and the stars and everything aligned and, and all this other craziness. Now you're getting into these fairy tale type of relationships, right? Or fairy tale type of situations. Now, the reason why you don't want to get into this is because it's bullshit. All right. Now, first of all, what I want to point out is that you said that you were talking to a woman who told you that she met her husband by chance. Right. And so a lot of times women, they basically have this fairy tale idea of how relationships are going to go, which is why most women are single, because what most women are waiting around, hoping and praying and wishing and expecting to meet their knight in shining armor, by chance. So the thing is, you meet people just randomly. But the thing is that if you're waiting around randomly for something to happen, then you are going to lose. Right. So, for example, this woman, she said, she met her husband by chance. No, she was somewhere. She met this dude. He most likely hollered at her and probably said, hey, let's get together. Let's go out on a date. They went out on a date and, they liked each other. They kept seeing each other and then they got married. You understand? So, but it wasn't like, that was all destined to happen. Do you understand? It happened because her husband made the first step to do something. Right? So, a lot of women, they believe in this whole, fate stuff and, this is meant to be and all this other garbage. But for you guys out there, right, don't fall into this fairy tale bullshit, because you're asking, do you believe it's possible for guys to meet, women who will potentially be their girlfriends and wives by chance, right? So any chick who's your girlfriend, any chick that you're messing with or dealing with or whatever, most of them, you met them basically, or all of them, you met them by chance. Like, you was just somewhere, you saw her and then you approached her, you talked to her, and I was fucking around. You understand? But what you got to understand is, don't think that, you're going to stand around and then, the stars are going to align and then there's going to be a light shining on this girl and then a light shining on you and everything's going to fade, turn black, and you guys are going to run to each other in slow motion and all this other goofy shit. Because by you believing in this fairy tale nonsense, what it does is that it keeps you stagnant. It keeps you complacent. It keeps you thinking, you know what? I don't need to bother to go and holler at chicks. Why? Because I'm just going to meet some girl by fate. It's just going to happen by chance. I don't have to do anything, right? I'm going to be in a coffee shop. There's going to be a girl there and we're going to bump into each other by accident. And then we're going to be like, oh, I'm sorry. And then we're going to get into a conversation. And then this is going to be my future wife. Stop with the bullshit. See, the reason why women will believe in this and say this type of stuff is because women are on the receiving end of the interactions, meaning the men are the ones pursuing. So a lot of times when a woman encounters a guy who she's feeling and everything seems right and everything is flowing and, like it's just a really awesome time, the only reason she's experiencing that is because in most cases she ran into a guy who knew what the fuck he was doing. And the reason why he knew what to do was because he was a guy who probably already practiced his game. You understand? It's just like I tell guys, like, a lot of guys ask me, how do you get a hot chick? How do you get this hot chick, right? And I say to these guys, listen, if you are having trouble just talking to women in general, right? How do you think it's going to go when you see that really hot girl you want? So what you would need to do is you need to practice your game, practice your skills, practice your conversation skills and all this other stuff on women in general. So when you do run into those hot women, it becomes second nature. So you don't have to get ready because you'll be ready, right? So when these women are meeting these guys where it seems all magical and it's fate, is because they were ready to approach and do what they need to do. So it seems like it just flowed by, like it just sort of happened for the woman. You understand? So a lot of times when you're talking all this fairy tale stuff, it's because, you're getting that from females. You're getting that ideology from women because that's what women experience. They experience that feeling. They want that feeling. They want that fairy tale. They're conditioned to want that. So, they're going to interpret their situation or their experience as, oh, it just happened by chance. It was fate. I wasn't even supposed to be there that day. And I just came because my friend dragged me there. And then I met this guy and, he was just so smooth and so cool. And then he asked me out. Then our first date was so awesome. And we kissed and it started raining and we were kissing in the rain and all this other goofy shit, because they're putting that type of stuff and that energy onto the situation. But what I want you guys to do is to be thinking of the game this way, because then you're going to, you're going to be taking on that female ideology and thinking, oh, well, I'm just going to sit around and chill. And, there's going to be a chick who's going to, I'm going to meet. There's going to be some girl someday, somewhere, my one true love, the perfect chick is going to just arrive and no. You understand? In reality, that shit doesn't happen that way. In reality, things happen in relationships because the man, in most cases, took the first step to put it in motion, meaning he approached the girl and made the situation happen. So again, women, on the other hand, they're experiencing that, and it just seems like everything just sort of fell into place because women are already waiting in general anyway. They're in a passive position. Women are constantly waiting for men to approach and men to holler at them in order for them to get stuff going. So what happens is that when they run into all these different guys that they're not feeling and, all these other guys are hitting them up that they're not really into, and then all of a sudden they run into a dude who they're into and he's like making it happen. And it's like, oh my God, we just met by chance. It was fate. It was destiny. It was the right place at the right time and all this other, garbage. But you as a guy, do not fall into that fairy tale bullshit. Please don't. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I did a video a while ago where I think I titled it, stop romanticizing the game. And a lot of guys are, I'm seeing this a lot more and more where dudes are trying to romanticize this shit. You're getting that from women. Stop it. Do you understand? Like, don't do that. You understand? So the thing is, you're asking, is it possible for a guy to meet a woman who might be his future wife by chance? The thing is, you're meeting basically everybody by chance. But the thing is that you are the one who makes the situation happen, right? So it's not just you chilling and fucking shit is going in slow motion and you guys are running towards each other in a field somewhere. This is stop looking at all these goddamn movies. You gotta understand that anytime that you are in a situation with a woman, 9 times out of 10 nothing's gonna happen until you make it happen. So you create the situation in which you meet women. You do not wait for shit to pop up or for shit to fall in your lap, because you're going to be waiting forever. Do you understand? Because all those situations are, begun by the guy, by you, right? So, don't fall for that fairy tale bullshit. You feel me? So that's pretty much it, guys. Again, thanks for your donation. And if you guys want to get your questions answered, and to make sure that there's a guarantee that it's going to be answered, you can click the link below, send a donation, and your question will be answered. All right. So that is it, guys. I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.